Alright, hitting go live.
Yes.
And we're live on a Sunday. Sunday.
I was thinking that as soon as you said that. It's as if American culture has
Yeah.
infested its way into all of our cultures. Crazy.
We'll sell you the entire seat, but you'll only need the edge. So excited and thrilled.
Okay. I haven't heard that before, but I like that. That's good. I can't imagine you came up with that yourself, but...
No. It's like from monster truck rallies and shit. You're going to be so excited you're going to be the edge of your seat the whole time.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
America.
It is the way.
It is.
How's it going there, Stuart, my old buddy pal?
It's going well. How about you?
Yeah. Did some other things today. Didn't just do editing, which was nice.
Nice. Yeah, I actually got some stuff done too. Ran some errands. But anyway,
Now we're back to this. Yeah.
people aren't here to hear about our to-do list. Welcome back,
really
guys.
not, yeah.
Today we are going to be talking about the Strange New Worlds casting, character and casting announcement, and just what it all means to everybody. And hopefully this will be a popular one. Hopefully you guys hit that like button and show your love for the channel. I want to hear your thoughts about costumes and sneak peeks and characters and all that jazz.
And it's also kind of a... it really is their first trailer as well. They didn't have to put actual footage in, as fleeting as it is. So the fact they did is like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Hopefully exciting anyway.
Dan Ben, which is Dan23, says, is the character on the left the same one who slaps Spock? Yes, Dr. Mbenga. Yes, absolutely. He was in a few episodes of TOS, so and everybody's all concerned, like, ooh, why is he there? When, first of all, he's probably not the chief medical officer. He's just a doctor on the ship, so we might still get a CMO. We might still get Dr. Boyce. Relax. They're not going to show us everything all in one announcement. They want to keep some stuff for...
To be insane if you thought they were going to.
Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about, because a lot of people have messaged me going, why is this character there and not this character? It's like, relax, just chill. We'll talk about it.
So this isn't even a full trailer and they're getting confused. It's fine. I mean, in fairness though, we have said they've got a reason for it previously and they haven't. So, why do the Klingons have cloaks in Discovery? Because they do. Never explain it, not even remotely. So, yeah. But this will be different.
Want to share this around?
Yeah,
this around?
I can.
Let's get some Sunday people in.
All right. Bye then. Bye.
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 Get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. 61 people here, 35 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to at least 50 to start. That'd be amazing. Sergeant Montgomery's already super chatted, which is fantastic. But if you guys want to, please do so. It shows your support for the channel. It also makes sure that we read your comment or question on the air. So if you want to do that, please do that. It definitely helps us out. You can also send a PayPal. The information is down in the description of every video. Just send it to trekyards@hotmail.com. Just let us know in the regular chat that you've actually sent that, so that we can make sure that we read the comment or question via the PayPal email that we will receive. You can also check out the links down below. There's links to Teespring store, our Teespring store, and our TeePublic store, with some really great shirts and things like that. So if you want to check those out, please do. We have some really great merchandise, and people have been buying it quite a bit lately, and we really appreciate that. So don't miss out on your chance to get some Trekyard swag. But yeah, hitting like is a free way to help us. Like I said, we have 66 viewers with 40 likes now. I mean, 10 of you haven't hit like, so hit that like button, guys. This is your umpteenth reminder to hit that like button. And also, if you want to help us on a monthly basis, you can do so as well. There's a join button down there beside the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and notified. Click the notification bell icon to all, so you don't miss any of the content that we make. But make sure you're subscribed. And then if you want to help us on a monthly basis, instead of being out, super chatting per live, you can click that join button and check out the different tiers, the different ranks that we have that you can help us out on a monthly basis. There's also Patreon/Trekyards, which of course is another monthly service. So you can head over there as well. And if you check out Trekyards.com, there is a website for Trekyards. Check that out, and there's a donate button there as well, which also is just PayPal essentially. So you can lots of ways to help out the channel and show your support. So if you're able to, please consider doing any of those things. But during these lives, super chats are a great way, and they really show interaction with the channel, and it's a fun way to kind of have a one-on-one conversation with each of you guys out there. So we have a fantastic community, and we're very proud of our Trekyardians. We got some really great people here on a regular basis, and we look forward to hearing from them all the time. So but yeah, we'll address a lot of your questions and concerns, and if we don't, by all means speak up, like I said, and we will see what we can do about answering anything that you guys are interested in finding out. We have a lot of videos coming out daily based on a lot of the new content from Star Trek Day, so be sure you're subscribed, and like I said, click that notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any of it. So, and it looks like Samuel's done sharing now. So that is the perfect time to get into these super chats. Sergeant Montgomery throws in $10.
Oh.
Here is a tendy for the cause. Sorry, dudes. My second love besides Trek is the Browns. Football. Don't be sorry. I mean, is football on right now? I guess it's Sunday, maybe. I don't know if there's even football season.
Because we're not from there.
I'm not a fan of the sports ball. Well, it doesn't matter if we're from there or not. We're inundated with here in Canada too, but I'm not a fan of the sports ball.
You wouldn't have their games, like you wouldn't know when Chicago's playing the Bears in Chicago.
Chicago is the Bears.
Oh, did I really get that? Oh, damn. Okay.
The Bears, the Bulls, the Braves.
Like you wouldn't know what's happening in Chicago.
I don't know how that goes.
Unless you're a really hardcore fan.
I could probably be wrong about that. Who knows? Maybe sports ball. Don't care. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, hi Stuart.
Hi.
This is escalating out of all.
We got another super chat.
Oh, excellent.
From Tom Casey, $5. Thank you so much.
You.
I think the show's going to be going in the right direction. Love the cast so far, uniforms, etc. Totally agree with you. They've kind of ramped up their game a little bit, and if they're delivering an episodic format like they said, I'm super stoked for that because I think it's going to be fun. So.
Although, I think they'll get a lot of. I'm sure they've got a lot of flack from internal marketing people and who don't necessarily know what the audience wants because they pick different weird audiences. Who then say, "Oh, no one's gonna enjoy episodic. No one does that anymore," and then sort of roll back from that. So, I'm sure it's episodic, but with heavily serialized elements. Like every plot has a plot, and then every episode has a full B plot, which is the episodic, which is the full season plot. So it's very
yeah.
So it's very hardcore season arc as well, I'm sure. I doubt they'd not do that. But a primary plot as well.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, obviously, just, calling it episodic is probably going to be a little bit of a stretch in the sense of it's not going to be like hardcore episodic, like beyond all else.
Oh.
I know.
Matt Barman says, yep, plenty of football happening today. Cleveland Browns versus Kansas City Chiefs on right now. Sweet. Yay!
Who's going to win?
One of those two teams I mentioned.
Well,
I bet you any money.
What if it's a draw?
That's what overtime's for.
No, everyone's so bored they say,
That's what overtime and kickoffs are for, I think. I don't know. I don't play sports, so I don't care.
You don't sport good.
No.
We talk about Star Trek. Although I'm a sprinter, so I can do one sport. I can do the one where you jump over the
hurdles.
Yeah, I can do that pretty well. Got tall legs, long legs. I don't know. So Stuart. Oh, actually, no. Let's ask the audience. On a scale of 1 to 10, because this is actually the first thing we ever got to see, and that's worth commenting on just briefly. How excited or how interested were you in Stranger Worlds from this? Like, where did it take you in the scale of excited, not excited? Like, were you like, this is really cool? Or were you like, meh, I like it? Like, give us a 1 to 10 ranking. Because we've been looking to see anything from the show. And we got some actual things.
Yeah, let us know, guys.
And do not tell me, Stuart. It's a bit of a spoiler if you tell me, so give it the fans first.
Tell you what?
Well, like how excited you were at the end of the the trailer because could be spoilers. I don't know.
So you don't want me to tell you? Is that what you're saying? I don't.
I want to hear what they think first, unbiasedly. 9.5, 9.6, 9.5, 5, 8, 20 out of 10. 7.5, 6, 7. Although read out Keith's super chat, have a funny sort of retort to that.
Okay, hold on.
7, 6, 7, 7, 6. Okay, so it's either very yes or pretty good yes.
Making a poll for this, make it a little bit better. So, all right, let's see. Keith Jeffries, 1974, €2. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I reading that one? I got to read another one first.
But I want to retort to it first.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was interested about.
Episodic with consequences, unlike Voyager.
Except, we know the Enterprise survives. We know Pike lives. We know number 1 lives. We know Uhura lives. We know everyone lives apart from the 3 new characters. So, unlike Voyager, where they could all die in theory, the ship could be damaged in theory, we know the Enterprise can't, the crew can't. So actually there's less consequences. This is the past. We can't have a Klingon war, we can't have a Romulan war, we can't have an Andorian war, we can't have... So actually there's less consequences in this one because it's got to be random one-offs far more.
Unless this is an alternate universe where anything can happen.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to look... Hold on, I'm actually going to look at the fireworks. So they keep pulling it out.
I don't know what he's doing. It's getting all ranty. Don't worry, router 215. We'll get to your super chat in a minute.
Well, that's not very fair. They're obscenely loud. They're just out of my eye line.
Oh well. Wouter 215 puts in €10.
Ooh, thank you.
Some months ago, I had a strange dream about Strange New Worlds, where they used a digitally de-aged Nichelle Nichols as Yoda Uhura. Glad to see they're using a new actress for the role. Yes, sir. It's pretty awesome.
I mean...
And she's a cadet. She even says that she's a cadet, and you see the badge, so she's a cadet. Because people are like, well, what rank is she? She's a cadet. Listen. Listen! Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing how often they do tell you the things.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, that's an added thing. A bit more flexibility. As someone pointed out in a YouTube thing, those timelines are super limited. So she can only be that for a little bit of time anyway. And not to say a 1 year of the show has to be 1 year of real time.
Yeah.
It could be 3 seasons per 1 year, which to be honest they might do, because having to cram because they only have like 5 to 7 years maximum until they get to TOS. And they aren't going to want to say, oh, damn, we ran out of years to make the show. They'll say, F that, we're doing more of our own show. So if they did every, 1 year, one season every 2 years, it's like, yeah, or every year. It's like, yeah, fine, sure.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm fine with
that. Armchair Trekker throws in $5, so thank you so much. Could Lon Noonien Singh have joined Starfleet and joined the Enterprise to find her great-great-grandfather who was floating in space prior to Kirk? No. That would just be stupid.
I mean, it's not a very interesting payoff.
Yeah.
Because that they never can. It's like having... Well, it's like having Uhura. It's like the end of her story. Or where she's going, but... yeah.
Jonathan Davies, £2. Is number 1 a shapeshifter? No. No, she's not.
But yeah, the way they filmed the moment of her did look a bit odd in the. Although she's very keen to say she's much more than you ever thought she was. It's like, yes. Well, we never knew anything about her, so I. You had no character.
So your statement is totally accurate. Yes.
Yes,
Good
exactly.
job.
You're 100% right that one information is more than we had before. Thanks. Thank you.
And don't worry, guys. The Lon Noonien Singh thing. We have a video coming out about that at some point. So we got some breakdown videos talking about this kind of stuff as well, which is our edited content. So make sure you're subscribed and notified to get those, so you don't miss those. So.
Yeah, because we're here to go through the trailer scene by time, which will induce these conversations. But obviously, you aren't all going to check out those videos, and not everyone. And this is going to check. Not everyone on those are going to watch this. So I'm not afraid of doing the same conversations again. And we filmed them all previously, so. Whatever we said is luckily now a little bit further away from our consciousness, which is good because we say a lot of things.
And Richard Napier has joined the channel at the rank of commander.
Oh,
Welcome
wow.
aboard, Commander. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a strange new world, joining a new ship and new crew and becoming a commander. So thank you for joining. We really appreciate that.
And we assume that means you're enjoying the new content that we're putting out there. I mean, how many new videos have we already made on this? Quite a few. I'm limiting to one a day, just because, you know, more is silly. So expect over the next week and a bit, which is cool.
Yep.
There's even a couple of low decks ones for this last episode that I'm going to have us record and then put in the bank, because they'll just be... Do you remember episode 5, Stuart? Yes, it was last week. No, weeks ago, episode 5. We'll have them in the bank. But now, Stuart, yes, you can break down then. How did you feel coming out of Strange New Worlds teaser trailer?
I felt really good, because we got some, you know, costume reveals and stuff, which was my biggest thing that I was worried about. And instantly I was like, oh, sweet. They actually had the piece of the consciousness, the awareness of the fans. I don't know the fucking word I want. To realize that things need to change a little bit from Discovery aesthetic,
Which they feel like they have worked out mostly. Yeah.
And to not see an asymmetrical collar was very, very, made me very happy. So coming away from this and seeing, you know, the Uhura and Dr. Mbanga back and things like that, I was like, that's awesome. And then, of course, the surprise with Lon Nooney and Singh, I was like, I mean, that could be interesting. So, yeah, I came away from this, like, really happy, but I was waiting for, you know, a shot of a pan of the bridge. I was waiting for a flyby of the Enterprise at the beginning or the end of this. And they're just like, no. We're going to hold that over here. And it's like, you bastards. So a little bit of elation from some of the changes I did see, as well as some frustration coming out of it, because it's like, ooh, it's just a taste. It's just a little taste.
I wonder if they haven't even finished, like, committed to the design of Enterprise yet. If they're still deciding.
I don't think that's the case. I really don't.
Well, I mean, the things last to come out, so they've got another 4 or 5 months, which is the entire production time of a film of a series in post production. So they, in theory, don't need to have any of the space effects done yet, and that's absolutely fine. The fact we didn't see any implies, they may not be ready, because they could have shown one, like you say. But potentially they're waiting to see how this vibe is with this trailer, this teaser. I don't know.
I think they have the Enterprise well and truly done, and it's just,
But we said that about, like, remember Discovery's been designed for a year, and then the Enterprise from Discovery itself got changed in the last few weeks before it went live after the design phase. So these things have been changed in the many stages. Not I'm saying they have, but maybe they're just like, can't quite commit.
No, I think they're way ahead on this one. I think they had this plan from the beginning, how it would be changed. So, but attention on deck, everyone. Captain aboard. Geraldine Carstensen has joined the channel at the rank of captain. So thank you so much. Good to see you.
And
Team Trekyards welcomes you.
And what's the code to the captain's bathroom that only you get to go to?
I can't tell you, because everyone will hear it.
No, it's okay. Just mute your mic and only send it to the new captain.
Okay, hold on. I'll do that. Okay. Here we go. All captains will hear this, apparently.
Okay. Yep.
There you go. Joshua Clark puts $5 in, so thank you so much. I'm so freaking excited for Strange New Worlds. I know. I am too, man. I am too. And that's good to see the excitement of the fans out there. So, yeah.
And I can just reiterate, guys, we are going to discuss all the things here, so don't be afraid to ask about anything in the trailer, and then just go back and watch I did reviews. Because, you know, there is only so much, but each one of the topics in this trailer is quite a lot. But this is the first one I saw of the many pieces. I was very happy it was the first one I saw, because it was easily the best of the 4. Prodigy was... not Prodigy, Lodex was very little, and Picard was sad. So this was bright, positive, engaging. I don't understand what Anson said at the last scene. He makes some reference to something I don't understand, and was like, oh, that's a non-ending. I guess he just said something random and they used it. It was a weird way to end it. But I thought, you know, it was nice. And you always go wonder, you know, as someone else with video edits all the damn time, I could basically control what Stuart thinks to you guys. Because I can
He
take
makes
out.
me look like an idiot a lot of the time. He cuts out my best content. He really does. It's fine. It's fine. That's why I do lives on my own, so you guys know.
He is joking.
Just exactly how I am.
No, I cut a lot of ums and ahs.
Yeah, I do a lot. Sorry.
But not in the video, Stuart. You don't do any. I cut basically all of them out. It's annoying, but that's okay. And so obviously they're picking these moments.
You said an cut that out. You just did it
again.
Cut out.
It's a contemplative.
I know. I do it all the time. I'm well aware.
Okay.
Bastard.
So. Almost as bad. No, it was the most refreshing one, and while it wasn't, it felt like it was. And you tell me if you agree, Stuart. It felt like 3 steps forward, 1 step back as a trailer. Because uniforms and casting, but bridge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I totally agree with that. Yes.
So great positive, but a little bit of bittersweet with the bridge. Not to say I don't like the bridge, and we'll get into that, but like, ooh, so close.
So listen to see what Anson said at the end, because I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, yeah, in the video. I think it's just folded, the collar. April long gone. Yeah, we could see Captain April.
Okay. He said the cast we managed to pull together for this is this exact kind of cast you'd want for a high wire walk like this, which means that this was like a very ambitious project, and you know that people are like professionals because they're not going to like knock you off of the high wire essentially. So yeah, he's just complimenting the cast. So.
Yeah, I assume you went tightrope, but I was like, what a weird way of saying that upon me.
Same thing.
Yeah, but I get the sense he's quite a old school talker.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Old expression. So it's like that's like a phrase from the 50s, and it's like, okay, his dad would say it in America. But Pike should be a wizened, middle-aged man that's got some experience. That's exactly the character. I think they've highlighted his grey a lot more than I would associate him normally. But he's older, so that's fine. It's just interesting.
And one thing I did notice actually, with the new uniforms, you know how they like to throw deltas on everything in Discovery.
It's an obsession. Yeah, we've established that.
This one, they're not deltas on on the arms of Pike. They're actually the command star. So, which I think is a better idea than a delta, honestly. But still, it's like we don't need the pattern stuff. But anyway.
Well, a delta is obviously triple frustrating because conceptually it only should be the Enterprise, and so it's like it's a misunderstanding in some ways. I know there's literally the 2 memos of both is and isn't the delta. Yeah. So both ways are true, but that's how it's been used for the entire history of Trek, pretty much, except a little bit in TOS. I noticed that straight away because you can tell they're not deltas instantly when you. I was staring at Spock's a bit more, but it's better, but still obnoxious. Although,
and actually, they're different for each department. The command ones have the command star. Uhura looks like the little swirl on her shoulders. Yeah,
they're division based.
Yeah, which is beautiful. That's absolutely that's a great idea.
Still obnoxious though, so you just don't need to do it.
It is, but it's better than just deltas everywhere. Yeah.
It feels what's the word? More thought out, like unnecessary, but more logical than just delta. It's like, look, we're Starfleet. Yeah, we know.
Is it the delta variant? What?
Oh God. Okay, Stuart. What a reference. So anyway, let's get into the start of the trailer then. So we start with very colourful, very bright Enterprise crew is back. Obviously going bold with this. And Anson appears looking chunkier than last season. Or the last time we saw him anyway. Bit more thicker neck, more straight, more like rugby player rather than thinner bulk.
Oh, when he's sitting in the transporter room?
Yeah. He looks
Yeah. So I was going to say, when they cut to him with the new hairstyle, it's like he looks a lot younger, actually, and skinnier. Like, I don't know what the upswept here do.
No, I'm going shot by shot. So the first shot of him acting, he just, I guess, This is probably him currently. The other one was early footage, so he's put on a bit of weight or bulk or just no, nothing against him. Just looks less like Anson Mount than he did last Discovery. But then we have Captain Pike, and I was quite surprised by his uniform because where is he? He's not on the Enterprise bridge. It doesn't look like he's on the Enterprise at all. I would say he's probably Earth, San Francisco, like at a. I get the vibe this is a Starfleet facility, and he's chilling out.
It looks like an arboretum or something behind him for sure.
I think that's like out. Those are windows. He's outside, or he's next to an outside thing. It'd be kind of fun to have an Earth based, because that'd be a nice way of having. Because we know that in every show, there used to be in every show we have a old character to sign us to bring us in. I'm thinking they might have Sarek. Say good on you, Pike. Have a good one. Off you go, because he was fine as Sarek. I would think that'd be logical.
Yeah, but before we continue, 132 people here, 80
Fantastic.
likes. We haven't hit 100 likes yet, guys.
That's fantastic.
I want to get to 120 likes, so hit that like button. And we also have some super chats here, so let me get to those real quick. Joshua Clark throws in $5, so thank you so much. I know that it's been a long time since I was involved with the channel, the pandemic and all, but I am gainfully employed again. That is awesome, Joshua Clark. Good to see you back, my friend.
Hey, have you still been watching what we've been doing? I mean, we've been still doing, so good to see you back. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done.
Not a band account throws in $2. Uniforms need split deltas and shinier fabric. You are kidding, I'm sure. Not a band account, because you know our thoughts on this. And not a band account again, $2. What do the new Section 31 badges look like? Yeah, see, stop trolling the chat. I mean, if you're going to do a super chat to trolling, that's a fun thing, but don't be an asshole.
Actually, we'll never know what those uniforms look like because we don't want to know, because they're Section 31 and we shouldn't know.
They should look like everybody else's uniform.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Undercover.
That'd be kind of fun, actually. The new deltas are just deltas. It's like, they don't have a separate. Yeah, we see Shazad Latif and he just looks in a normal uniform and it's like, I thought you were Section 31. It's like, I am. But what about your insignias? Oh no, we just stopped doing that.
And
it was really obnoxious.
Santi Santo says, so annoying, asking for likes all the time. Which reminds me, guys, hit that like button. Let's get to 120 likes. We've been doing this since day one with our streams. It helps the channel. It helps the algorithm. It shows engagement. So there's no problem with asking for likes. You don't like it? Bye-bye.
I guess he doesn't watch YouTube videos.
No.
It's like we rarely pimp like funding sources on our videos. We keep them super separate. We pimp for funding here because we're live, but on our videos we only do it in the last like 30 seconds. We never mention Patreon. We're very, very content focused. But you can't please everyone, Stuart.
I know. Carl Baberski says, I hear Adam Nimoy is in it. Sarek? No, he wouldn't be Sarek. We saw Sarek in Discovery. That would be
Cyborg?
Silly.
Do it. Although
Old Spock?
Huh?
Old Spock, maybe.
Well, young old Spock. It's just Wrath of Khan Spock. He's like, hello.
Yeah.
What? Now that could be really fun though, because would you? I mean, I would want to see. I guess I was going to ask you, but I would love to see a Cyborg, Spock, something, because this is a long time. This is a long time for Star Trek 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Nimoy is older, quite a bit older, I would assume, than. I don't think. Adam Nimoy, from what I've seen, is quite low key in like personality, and Cyborg is not. Although he was a religious hermit for like 30 years, so he can be quieter when he's younger. But there you go. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Could this be the background of his hometown of Mojave? Yes, actually, because in the cage we do see that hometown, of course, and I think there's domes in the background actually, and this looks like one of those domed things. So maybe, absolutely.
I mean, talk about starting. Oh, can you imagine if the first scene is him on a picnic? The same picnic, the same horse,
in his Starfleet uniform, sitting in a chair. I don't think so.
No, different scene. But like he has the picnic first.
Yes. Okay.
And then says, I've had enough. Whatever. Like this is his holiday after the pandemic. For an angel bullshit. Pandemic. And so then he goes back to the actual building. So for us as fans, we see the famous graphic, and then we actually go to the famous graphic, but we see the buildings. That'd be great. And as a way of because this is, you can't expect everyone. They kind of should, but they really shouldn't at the same time. To expect everyone to have watched Discovery Season 2 to watch Strange New World. So they're going to need to do some sort of fresh Who is Pike? Like they did in Discovery Season 2. They gave his entire record. And that first episode is he's setting up who Pike is. So starting him, maybe he's dealing with his I saw my own death. I had to go back home, see your mum and dad. Give us a realize, like, this is Pike's backstory. This is Pike's old Earth existence. As a way to sort of kick off the show. And then Spock calls him and then he's like, sorry, mum and dad, I got to go to work. Bloop, beam me up. And he beams right up to the transport room, straight into action. Sorry, Captain, we've got to go to warp. That's okay, Mr. Spock. And then, take us to warp, number one. And wouldn't that be a great pre-title sequence of episode 1? So, and it might be a meta commentary to, sorry, we took so long to get out of the system to Star Trek Picard. It took us 3 hours. It'll take us 4 minutes. So you don't want Earth all the time. Stuart, are you sold? Would you watch that for $1?
Sure.
Oh, you don't sound excited by that.
Well, it's not how I want to see the series kick off, unfortunately.
Okay, how would you?
But it's a great scene. It's a great scene.
How do you see it kick off? What would you give us?
Captain Pike and somebody getting onto a travel pod, heading from Starbase over to Dry Dock, where the Enterprise has been refitted, has straight struts, looks more TOS accurate.
Paint.
Get the nice flyby like we do in the motion picture. Docking, and then meet the right away. Number one's like right there to meet him. Spock comes up. That's how I want to see it start. So.
And then we can say this is our brand new ensign Nyota Uhura. Maybe she goes up with him. Kind of like
perfect.
Kind of like Picard and Tasha.
Yeah.
Okay. And then maybe Pike asks Tasha. Pike asks Uhura, have you ever been in a Constitution Constitution class before? He's like, well, no, but these Mark IIs look really sexy. Yes, sir, the Mark IIs. It's like, we can't call it a refit, but we can call it a Mark II because we made a weird Mark I.
Aussie Madeiros, though, $2. Is Nurse Chapel on a training cruise? I don't understand. But not a band account, $2. Any chance we'll see a Federation class starship? Probably not.
I mean, what? Dreadnought, as in? Oh, well, I mean, hopefully
we're not going to see a Dreadnought. No.
We want exploration. We don't want war in a Dreadnought. Isn't it an implication of war? So.
The Trek reviewer says Trekyards, the like button is the figure pointing downwards, right? Sure. You can hit that one too if you don't like us asking for likes.
That's funny.
Which we're not at 120 likes yet, so 7 more to get to that.
Oh my God.
We have 150 people here, so let's get to 150. Hit the like button if you haven't. Even if you hit the dislike, I don't care because it's still an interaction with the channel. Thank you very much.
So yeah, Pike looks good. He's very swoopy hair, very grey, and his uniform doesn't look that well fitted. That's why I thought when I first saw it, this was his off-duty side uniform. It looks less formal, but each one of them wear it differently, so it's really hard to have a direct opinion because they are very different, each one. So what do you guys think? Are you sold on this Pike? Because he does look quite a bit different to how he looked in the Discovery. What do you guys think? Tell us. The question's to be answered. So what do you guys think? Do you like him
Spice? Oh yeah. Yeah, do you like this look better? Pumpkin Spice says, what is a TOS Federation class? It is the 3 nacelle Dreadnought from the Franz Joseph Technical Manual. So, and not a band account, $2. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We need a USS Farragut cameo, Young Kirk, hashtag TOS. Maybe season 2 or 3, maybe, but not right away. Let's not lead off with that.
I don't really want Kirk.
Don't need it. You don't need it.
I mean, there might be a season if they earn it by season 4, you've earned it by season 4. But I don't need it for season 1. I mean, you've got young Uhura. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've already got that is your young'un. You don't really need a second one. And Spock, who's a primary example. So yeah,
I agree with Matt there too. He says, I'm really, really hoping that we don't see a Spock and Uhura romance. I very much agree with you there. Not needed.
It would be.
And the Trek reviewer says, do you think we'll see a Lieutenant Montgomery Scott? Probably at some point, yes. I believe so.
See, that's the thing, that you could slowly introduce all the TOS characters as welcome to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Not illogically, and if they went 7 seasons, by the end we get Kirk replacing Pike, that could be really satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could fundamentally give us these characters in a way that's like, well, they're really good characters now, and we're like, yeah, they are. Crap. Oops. Imagine if this is the show that retcons the characters even better than we ever thought. Orcs. Possible. Very possible shit. So yeah, any thoughts on how he fits in the uniform?
I thought it looked great. I didn't think it looked ill-fitting at all. So I don't know where you're getting that from, but...
Well, it's just, I mean, it's the collar. It's just, this is my first impression of the lack of collar, so it just feels unfulfillingly loose and unimpressive. But that's just the collar. Then we got a true first look at the transporter room, which we've done obviously a review on. My God, the size.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely see now that... I mean, we did do a full review, but... I mean, it is turbolift-sized cavernous, let's be honest, for a transporter room. I mean, if this was full of pads, you could probably transport 30 people at the same time, when a normal room is, what, 6?
Now, this is the main cargo transporter on the ship. That's the thing. It's the big cargo transporter. This isn't the regular standard transporter.
I hope you're right, Stuart.
I know I'm not, so...
But you know you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how you know you're not? Because they wouldn't do that. They would just think, it's fine, we'll do our own thing. They're not going to think about it, or something of the ilk.
178 of you here now, guys. 129 likes, which is awesome. But I want to get at 150. Hit that like button if you haven't. And like I said, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell icon to all, so you don't miss any of the content we do, because we do lots of content with new Trek. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, let us know.
I did quite enjoy, though, how it looks in this trailer. Like, it's a nice looking set, although a bit busy. It's just very not what it should be. And it's weird if they've removed the corridor outside of the bridge and yet added a corridor outside the transporter. You know? Now, it'd be fine if all those outer doors, like, shut. Maybe it's like a... Well, we've said that so many times, a service corridor or whatever, but maybe they will shut and it'll feel like a much more closed-off room and then open up for different reasons. But I don't know why it would. It seems unnecessary.
Yeah. But then we get a shot of the Spock.
Ethan looks great. Spock looks...
Yeah. And when you zoom in on those shoulder patches, you can see a little circle there for the science division instead of the command star. Awesome detail. But he definitely has a more of a 1960s look to him with the hairstyle, and he looks more like Spock than... Because a lot of people said grow the beard back because you look better as Spock with the beard. Because once he shaved it, we're so used to seeing him like that. But this looks good. This looks like a good representation of Spock. I kind of like the hair the way it is. It's not like it was in Discovery, where it looks like Lego, like toupee, like Lego hair put on him. So I like it. I like it.
Well, this looks and feels like real hair. Like,
yeah,
it's actually he committed on a style. They always felt like a bit of a... The only thing I think, he feels more like a teenager in this, with how disheveled. Vulcans are extremely well kept, and to have his hair feel that sort of sheveled. And also his sideburns are so long. My God. Like,
yeah.
Like they don't need to be that long, and the point should also be more... I know it's trying to be like Vulcan point, but they should be more like in that way. I've been doing sideburns for fan films, so I've kind of got used to them. So it makes them feel very, just very different. Very different to the other one. But I mean, they're obviously committing to him being even more important as a character. And he did look a bit too baby-faced in his brief appearance with the other Spock. But also, you know, some men have 5 o'clock shadow as permanently part of their face. He has 5 o'clock shadow. Spock shouldn't have go shave the purple grey out of your face. Like, that's going to be not annoying, distracting, but it's like, oh, Spock's always almost got a beard. And it's like, well, you should just have a... But you can't do anything about that, you know?
Yeah.
He shaved that morning, and by 2 p.m. he had that. And it's like, well, okay, can't do anything about it. Just looks less... You know what it is? It's he's not trying to replicate the Len Nimoy look. I think they're just trying to build a new Spock look. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
Like he's his own. How would Ethan look best as a Vulcan rather than let's make Ethan look like a Spock? And you know what? That way around it works because it's got its own limitations and strengths. So I think that's actually a decent vibe. Because if he's going to live the character, very likely, if this show goes well, oh damn it, I was going to say only. If the show is 23 episodes, right, and then for 4 seasons, he'd have more screen time than any Spock previously. They've got 10 episodes a season, so it would take 7 seasons for him to make the TOS season. So actually, he's never going to have more screen time than Nimoy because the show orders are smaller. But if he had, it makes sense for him to sort of live his own Vulcan life rather than, just mimic Nimoy.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I like these uniforms, as we talked about a little bit too. I wish the collar was black. That's the only thing I would take away from it. There's a little hint of black with like an undershirt or just a little piece of fabric there, but honestly, if that whole thing was black, I would have been much more happy. But it could evolve into that, like at the end of season 1, perhaps. Who knows? Because they are getting towards TOS.
But that's never been the case for these shows. We've never got towards any of the other shows. They've never tried that.
No.
So
but they never listened to fan make changes like this either, going into something. So just hope.
It took them 3 years to change uniforms for the Discovery cast into a different uniform. Although that said, then change uniforms again between 3 and 4 for one scene to the new season. You would think Discovery they would change the uniforms after Brian Fuller left. You would think. But let me go ahead and actually Photoshop how it would look black. I think that'd be an interesting thing.
Pumpkin Spice says, "Strange New World circuits will be checked." Yes, and they'll be closed as well. Check the circuits. Close the circuits.
Unless they're open for maintenance.
Right.
Could happen.
All right, we got 180 people watching, which is fantastic, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. We got almost 150 likes. I'd like to get it to 175, though.
So would I.
Not going to change our like callouts because people are complaining, because this is how it works here. So if you want to join the channel, you can do that as well. Click that join button and check out the different tiers and ranks that you can join at. That's like a monthly way to help us out. So if you don't want to super chat during the lives, like a small monthly fee, it actually makes a huge deal, those channel memberships. We got 2 new members, a commander and a captain during this live.
Amazing.
So if you want to check out the tiers, just click that join button. You're under no obligation to do anything after you click it. You can just see the different tiers and see what's available and go from there. So I'm trying to buy Samuel some time for photoshopping.
he knows what I need. He knows what I need.
Yeah, so
but he looks good. I think he suits uniform better. But I think we'll all agree that once I add this black, it'll work a bit better. But we'll see. Now, what do you guys think? Stuart, do another poll. Should it have black collar or not? We love the polls, Stuart. We've had them one day. Use them. Just want to make it look sort of organic, which is not the easiest thing to, especially that I've got lots of bright lights in this room that mean I'm trying to look at black, but black isn't black anymore because of the
the poll is up. But Not a Band account throws in $5. Do Starfleet intelligence agents have matching tattoos in this era, like on the USS Cerritos? If not, when do you think that practice started? I think it's...
Was that the Freeman undercover one?
No, that's... Is it?
I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but it's just a military thing. I don't know. It happens when it happens. Ryan Howe puts in $5.
Thank you.
If they want to emulate the Nimoy look, they might as well go with deep fakes. Also, if they're going to have Scotty, they should cast Chris Doohan. He's getting a little old for a young Scotty, though. Sorry, it's true. But
he's also not actually an actor. He doesn't actually like, he liked doing what he did, but doesn't actually like acting.
I could see him being a cameo or something, like if we do get
Scotty's dad.
Exactly, a picture of him in his room, in his quarters or something. Like, that'd be awesome. But other than that,
yeah, that'd be as far as I'd take it as well. But I mean, honestly though, have them all. Have Walter Koenig in it as somebody. Why wouldn't you bring them in?
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect time to do it.
And it'd be kind of cute if they all play their own dads. I mean, Michelle maybe just a picture of her as Uhura's mum. But wouldn't that be a nice legacy thing? You know, Pavel Chekhov's dad is Donald Chekhov, and it's World War Kenny doing another bad Russian accent. The Russian accent was invented in Russia. Yes, I know, Dad. It's like, duh.
Eric the Bat says Star Trek Wars should not have any black collars.
Oh.
I don't know what STW stands for. I assume Star Trek Wars. But why not? Oh, because in the cage they had the same colors as uniform. Yeah, exactly. However, we've already seen the Discovery in between era that had a black asymmetrical collar for some goddamn reason. So
the cage is before this.
And the cage, yes, happened a few years ago already.
So we're past it.
Exactly.
That uniform has come and gone. Now, we should see a flashback of Pike wearing the cage uniform. That would be a nice touch.
That would be cool, yeah. Yeah.
Because instantly it's the way of having this is a flashback. It looks the same. But look, he's wearing the cage uniform. And everyone's like, what? But we're like, ooh! That's what you need. Alright, there is a... I'll do it, well, I might do a full screen first. There's a comparison. And there's a... So there's a full screen of my Photoshop of black collared Spock. I also extended so less of his neck is visible, because I thought that would be important.
1000% better. That would have made me so happy to see that. I was happy seeing what we got, but honestly, that is fantastic. So.
And yes, where No Man has gone before had no black collars. No, but Discovery did, so they've got to go. They've gone under, but it just looks. Yeah.
Shannon Nash, $5. I say no for the black collars because we shouldn't see them until around the Corbinite maneuver. That's actually true, because in Where No Man Has Gone before, they don't have black collars either, I don't think. So
I think they should go from these, because remember, they're all different uniforms, so go with black collar to not black collar. But things they're never going to go Where No Man Has Gone before uniform. So it's sort of an irrelevancy, unfortunately, of what do you think? So I think that, I mean, the fans, but I think that looks better. Instantly better.
I do too.
It has a pop that the other one just doesn't.
Yeah.
And if you do them side by side, like I said, I did take out more of his neck, but even just that kind of helps it. Yeah,
that looks fantastic. That's a great Photoshop, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's see if I can do something funny with that while I'm here. Why you laugh?
That's just because I'm trying to buy time and move on with the next picture.
Sorry, yes. Next picture is Wrecker Remain.
Yes.
What do you think of Wrecker Remain?
Well, I get the shapeshifter super chat that was asked earlier because she's Mystique. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't get it until now.
Makes more sense.
But Una Chin Riley is her full name. Interesting. And yeah, I kind of like her outfit with the zipper in the front. I like that. Very casual yet formal looking at the same time. It's probably not her regular uniform. I assume it's kind of an away mission thing, or maybe, just an alternate she has. I do like that it's got black on the sides as well, which is not very evident in the picture because of her hair. A lot of people might have missed it. But I'm interested to see how that looks in full body, because that would be awesome. But I do like it.
And will she be mini skirting or skirting? Because I did wear the skirt ones in season 2 of Discovery.
Probably not. I don't think number 1 had she was wearing pants in the cage, so.
But that was the cage uniform, not these new hybrid uniforms.
She might. I don't know. That's a good question.
And women can wear both, but it'd be kind of fun if they wore both. Like they alternated for whenever they felt like it, etc.
Loud Meme Thunder Shorts HDTD says, "Hi, Trekyards men. How are you both? We're good. Thank you so much. Why are you yelling?"
Not too bad. Not too bad.
But we also got a shot of the Spock uniform again from the side there as well in the background. So,
and the bridge, which is part of our bridge, whatever. already at this point in the trailer, I could see, it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, in this first picture, you can see those big black bars, which, work well. A high collar could mean anything. There's 3 unique uniforms in this trailer, which is confusing. And I like that they are showing us things, but very out of focusing things. So it's like, you thought you're getting something, but you're not, but we are. Because you can still tell it's not different by that kind of picture. But, I mean, hey, lots of primary colours. You can't complain about the TOS colour scheme, because that is in full force.
Yeah, even though the Trek reviewer keeps saying, I do not think the red uniform should be a thing in Strange New Worlds since they were not in the second pilot of TOS. Yeah, they weren't in Where No Man Has Gone before yet. I understand this. But that's kind of an anomaly and an outlier, so... It was casual day. It was throwback day on the ship that day. That's what the plan was, yeah. There's a costume party in 3 forward.
Or 8 left. Yeah. We haven't got...
Yeah.
Look, okay, I mean... There's a couple of things you can take out as don't make sense canon. I always say it, but it's still relevant. The D7 from Enterprise, it's not a DS9 D7. Otherwise, if it is, it is, and that's a problem. If it isn't, then that entire thing is retconned out. So those uniforms we had stock left over from the Cage, and then we have new uniforms. So I'm okay with those being sort of retconned out, or, like you said, off duty, or 1 day off, or every other uniforms in the wash. I don't need those to be the ones that exist. I want Cage to exist because it's like 20 years earlier, 10 years earlier. But I do not need the When No Man's Gone for uniforms to exist in that in-between step. I don't need that. So, red is important. It's been there for all these generations. Yeah.
Barry Renshaw throws in 20 pounds. Thank you so much.
Boom.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Hi, gents. Would like to see April and old Archer in flashbacks in Strange New Worlds. I enjoyed the early voyages exploring Pike's career. Any beta canon, books, comics you'd like to see brought into the show? Yes to Black Collars, by the way.
Oof.
Beta canon stuff brought into the show. I mean, they've already started doing that with many of the shows, just trickling a few things in. So I don't know.
Well, Una was in the book. I wasn't canon.
Yeah, because that's the next super chat. Joshua Clark, $2 asks, has number 1 had a name in canon? Not in canon, but in beta canon. Her name was Una, and now we got Una Chin Riley, which somebody also asked. Oh yeah, Loud Mime Thunder Shorts. I am wondering if Una Chin Riley is related to Lieutenant Kevin Riley, which might be interesting because it's a hyphenated name, which means she might be married.
That's true. Yeah, that's interesting. That would have some depth, wouldn't it?
So Una Chin, and then she married a Riley, so she's not. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I could see that, actually. I could see them doing that.
Because we know nothing about her, but it also allows her to have children, which would allow for even more depth. I mean, given the fact that she's a well-liked actress, and one of the main 3, that's going to be one of the main 3, like the trifecta in TOS, they would surely want to say, right, ground up what we're doing with the character. Boom, 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 boom. So giving her a husband and some children, or a child in Starfleet, in whatever, would be really interesting, for sure. Obviously, she's picked career over... Well, I mean, not to say that, they could be on the ship, but I would assume she's on the ship by herself, but... obviously, some people could argue, oh, no, she's a woman, therefore she has children. It's like, no, but it gives more things for her to do. Like, that's depth. Depth of character. Like, I would be absolutely fine with Pike dating and getting married in the show. Depth. Even finding out it was a long lost, I guess that'd just be Kirk, wouldn't it? But a long lost child he doesn't know he has. Yeah, sure. As long as it's well played. Well played and adds to it. Spock has both a never before seen brother, half brother, and stepsister that we keep finding out about, and yeah, I want to see Cyborg. I acknowledge Cyborg. He was good in that movie. At least the actor was.
So yeah, I like this variant of the uniform. I wonder if they all have it, or if it's just her, or because I could see Pike or Spock wearing one of these as well. And that would be cool. This is a uniform I really like. This is one that I would love to own,
Well,
honestly.
it's
So
more TNG-esque with a zipper, because
yeah,
TOS is not front zip, but most uniforms are. This is one thing that people commented in our comments on our video about this, is that a uniform is called a uniform because it's uniformly worn. To have three
yes,
alternate uniforms defeats the purpose of being a uniform, which I get because,
not really.
well, it's a logical, simple statement. There's depth to that, obviously. Medical makes more sense. But for them just to have this and that, well, why is there two uniforms? There's never really been two.
Why is there two captain's uniforms for Kirk?
Well, that's an alternate. That's like a.
Exactly. That's what this is. It's an alternate. It's still uniformly the same color, the same design, the same pattern.
Well, it's not the same
Still,
design. It's got black lines
it's got the
and a collar.
shoulders. It's got the.
Well,
It probably has the wrist things with for the rank, so it's the same design. You can still tell what the person's rank is. So it's still a uniform. It's still the same color. If it was a different color or a different look altogether, then it's not a uniform. I get what the argument is, but at the same time, the modern military has uniforms that have variants, depending whether you're on base, whether you're out in the field, whether you're doing dress stuff. They're all uniforms.
Yeah, and I've said in the other video I like it as a variant. I'm just kind of giving that side of it because I thought it was an interesting comment that it'll be one standard thing. But it would be odd to have them swapping in and out of uniform. I mean, it was jarring in Generations because it was jarring. So it would be jarring if they just keep swapping between these uniforms willy-nilly. It would detract from the scenes. And I wouldn't want to see her in this as her primary and them in their primary. That feels odd to me as well. So I prefer it, like you said at the start, and we both said, no, it's a specialist. I'm doing a special job uniform.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is my going, kicking ass, whatever uniform.
Ryan Howe, though, throws in $2. Thank you so much. Do you think they will make Una related to Chapel? No, I don't. But
but it would be fun to have them be friends. Actively be friends and have a connection in the show, and you know, maybe the ship's computer is played by both of them. And Trevor says thinks number one's husband should be played by Jerry Connell. And it could be a descendant of Ransom. Could be Lieutenant John John Riley, wouldn't it? But it'd be O'Reilly. But that'd be fun. Descendant of his own Lower Decks character. I'd buy that. I've never seen that before, but that'd be cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, so then we get to obviously see a picture of the original number one there, which is great. Major Barrett.
And first reveal, Michelle Uhura. Which I keep thinking every time I see this picture, I think she has a nose ring, but it's just a reflection on a nose. I'm always kind of like, by that. But
I do like the new earpieces, and that's a great redesign of like the original. I think that's fantastic. So, but yeah, you can see her cadet badge, and she does say she plays cadet.
I forgot it. It's another variant. I didn't really realize this. Spock's wearing it without a zipper. She's got a with zipper version, but she hasn't got the same collar as the lady, or does she? Or maybe
it looks like it's a high collar. It's a high collar.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe women wear the one and men wear the other. Because I kept thinking she'd wear the same as the boys, but no, she has a zipper. Okay. What about the other ladies? Obviously medical. Okay. The guy I know.
Yeah, medical's the same. It's got the high collar with the shirt underneath.
But he's got a whole different thing. His is the alternate
Well,
one.
that's one of the smocks though. It's still different.
Wow. But the Andorian has got like a standard one. Singh's got a standard one, and the other one. Okay, so just Uhura has the other one. So maybe they're going to go on a mission together then.
I just think it's a variant you're going to see occasionally. You can choose one of two uniforms to wear. That's my guess.
Obviously, you can see the bridge as well. Guys, give us your thoughts on the bridge. We have done a video. It will come out. But our first in-focus view of the bridge.
Better than the Discovery one. It's exactly. It's not exact. There's some changes. So we go through that in the video. So just so you guys know.
And Mr. Trent says, did they move the communication station? Which I thought was a great comment you had last time. Because I was like, oh, Yeah, she's in the wrong place.
Well, you don't always have to be at the same station on a bridge. Plus, she's not the chief communications officer at the moment. She's just a goddamn ensign. So she's just doing her bridge duties somewhere else, maybe. Hard to say. Hard to say. It could be the communication station with the way the new bridge is. I don't know. But I don't think so.
No, it's very logical. It's going to be she's just doing her job.
As an ensign.
As an ensign, yeah.
Yep.
Does her job and is happy to do it.
General Grievous puts in $2.
Hey.
I don't know what TFW means. More uniform variants than Loki variants.
Kind of. Not really.
And it should be pointed out, too, that here you can see Pike's boots, and they're not the ridiculous like work boot steel-toed versions that you see in Discovery.
Yep.
They're actually like TOS styled, which is nice.
Good times, Stuart. Good times.
Right. 180 people here with 169 likes. That's fantastic, guys. Let's get 6 more likes. Get up to 175 would be awesome.
And yes, Tom, They have officially, they're not moved, they've removed the corridor, which we noticed and have talked about. But yes, very exciting. Good news. Another Alex Kurtzman idea has been scrapped. Excellent. But no, Uhura, all the potential. Exciting. I don't know if she'll be a main character, because if she's an ensign, or a cadet, not even an ensign, she has no formal rank, she's just there to learn.
Yes. Yeah.
And I wouldn't even be annoyed if she was like only there for 3 episodes, kind of like a, because it's a big crew. She doesn't need to be important in the abstract. She's just putting her leg, the initial stepping stones of what she will become. Doesn't need to be a top tier. Doesn't need,
And Dan Ben says at least they don't have a paper printer. That kind of annoys me a bit, because how do you know the one in the cage isn't a replicator on the bridge that replicated a piece of paper for the report?
That would make sense.
So comments like that are just kind of silly, in my opinion. Shannon Nash, $5.
Thank you.
The stand collars look like the uniforms in that Tribble short. Instead of blue, they're the other department colors with a 3/4 zip. Yeah, the Trouble with Edward is the short you're thinking of. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
So that's an ensign rank pin, says Wenlock. Yes, it's the exact same one that Tilly was wearing in season 1 of Discovery. It's the cadet pin. So
Straight
yes.
out of Discovery.
Yep. It's actually a cadet pin, not an ensign pin. So.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a good enough design. But I mean,
And Devo77X says Pike likes his hard copy. Yeah, he's an old-fashioned kind of guy. I can see him wanting paper printouts instead of the little clipboard thing that Kirk always signs off on. I can see if your ship, your rules have a little replicator thing that replicates a piece of paper with a report, because you want physical paper in your hand. Sure. No problem with that, actually.
it's also a space key. I mean, it's also a space future thing. I mean, why would it be limited? What if the paper can change itself on the fly? I mean, there's no reason to think it's as simple as we think it is. So
Exactly.
yeah, I've never had a problem with that. It's a bit kitschy, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some of the props they have? They're boxes with one light on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like that's the least of the problems, but it all kind of works.
And it's that one light is giving them tons of information that no one else is seeing, apparently. Yeah, I know.
Stuart, those lights, man, they are. Whew!
They're holographic displays. They beam the image right into your frontal cortex or your visual cortex.
Hey now.
So you don't even, only you can see it. That's how that works.
That's pretty futuristic.
Damn Skippy it is. We hit 175 likes. We're at 176. Let's get to 200. If you haven't hit the like button, I think we can easily hit 200 likes right now. Super chats are going great, but honestly, another $60 would be fantastic. So if you're able to, please consider doing so. And if not, that's cool too. Just enjoy the conversation.
So we do really want to know what you guys think. Legitimately
Absolutely.
important to us. And this is the one we've been waiting for. And I am still thrilled. I know some people were commenting we didn't get anything. I'm thinking, look between the shots, freeze frame. We got lots here. And what I think I like the most about this trailer is the cavalier nature of bringing back these legacy characters, which shows that they understand this is the ship, this is the crew. Like, this is how it was. So of course the characters exist, but previously they've not used that. They've done weird things. So, yeah, great, cool. These people would maybe be on the ship. I mean, yes, okay, they have to explain Chapel, because she should be on the ship already. Not on the ship for many more years, but okay, there'll be a reason, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. It's cool, you know, and really, TOS didn't expand on the characters very much, and this is a great chance to give them some life and love, and maybe we can, you know, depending how into stuff they are, maybe when Scotty eventually appears, she have a fling with Scotty, and that's why they had a fling in Star Trek 5. You know, she dyes her hair white, and as soon as he dyes her hair white, he's all in that, because Scotty's only attracted to Uhura when she has white hair. So as soon as she dies out, he doesn't even see her as that. Which explains Star Trek 5, so they can retcon it back in, Stuart. It can all make sense.
No. Joshua Clark, $2. The clipboard thing was a proto-pad. Yeah, absolutely it was. Yeah. But the next cast announcement is Jess Bush as Nurse Chapel.
And doesn't she look great in both of her actual real life outfit with like cool attire, and then boom, that striking white hair of her in her white attire. Because Chapel is very soft, and I never really think of her having white hair, just like, I don't know why just blondie like blonde, but they've gone for like dark white, like blonde. You know what I mean? Like distinct.
It's like gray. It's like gray hair,
which looks very distinct in. But I'm sure that they'll go from the white uniform, the Discovery variant uniform, into actual uniform at some point.
Like we said here, this is probably not on the Enterprise. This might be on a starbase where she's getting the assignment or something.
Or maybe Earth with Pike, that we said in our fake first scene. You know. Yeah.
It's hard to say, but I don't think it's. My guess is it's probably not on the Enterprise.
Well, there's something. I mean, do I want this room to be from the Enterprise? It's very sterile, but that's often sick bays. But I'm seeing that back segment behind her head as kind of like the same cubby hole that's in McCoy's sick bay thing. Oh my god.
Hold on a second.
But I think it looks great in the uniform. I'm excited to see where she goes. Chapel's a very unused character, although she appears in lots of later things. So they can do anything she want. Is she engaged yet? You know, will they explain why she's engaged in one episode and then fancies Spock later? Maybe not. I don't know. How far will they go, Stuart? She's an unrealized character.
Don't know. They'll probably dive into it a little bit, though. General Grievous, though, throws in $2. An episode where Chapel body doubles as #1 as an in-joke. That would be hilarious.
I mean, it needs to be somewhere. I feel like that reference needs to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere would be good. Doesn't need to be a main thing. Just a thing.
Yeah. Then we get... I don't even want to try pronouncing his name.
I loved when he said his name. It's the most incredible sounding surname.
Yeah.
Mr. Babs. Amazing surname. Phenomenal. Yeah. And you say it with such gravitas.
But he is Dr. Mbanga.
He looks fantastic in uniform.
Which showed up... he showed up a few times in TOS. And everybody's freaking out about why is he the doctor? And he's just a doctor. He's probably not the chief medical officer of the Enterprise. We could still see Dr. Boyce. We could still see the doctor that's in Where No Man Has Gone Before. I can't remember his name. We could still see these guys. So everybody just relax.
And I think we both said that they probably, depending how much referential they're going to be, they're probably going to have like a moment where Pike says bye to Dr. Bryce. Yeah. And then this guy comes aboard. Very logical, very natural. You know, you can tell us. You know, when you get to throw away a character that we know, like as in leaving the ship, that's a instant. Ooh, you can do something with that. You can tell a story of why is that character leaving, as a brand new story to tell. So and I think he looks fantastic. Doesn't necessarily look like the original character so much. They're quite different vibes, but it's great in uniform. Very light uniform.
Do we have the new picture up yet? Because it's still the old guy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just noticing, we assume this is the Enterprise, and they have got a big red door. TOS is known for its big red doors. Okay, I guess it's got like indents. It'd be nice if they have big red solid Enterprise style doors. Because Discovery had weird. They're just painted Discovery doors. They weren't like fresh doors. So that's.
And Trek Culture is here. He says, "Chaps, hey, how's it going, man?"
Trek Culture. What was your favorite character reveal?
Joshua Clark though throws in $2 and says Nurse Chapel is a stone cold fox. Yeah.
Silver fox. Just.
Yeah.
Literally. And yet, I mean, do you think he's going to be a case of he will take over as chief medical and then McCoy will come in? Because I don't think it was necessarily that subtext in TOS, but you can be a chief doctor for many reasons, just taking over or interim or...
I don't think he's going to be the chief medical officer at all, no. I think there's going to be somebody else.
Well, I think we both quite enjoy the Lower Decks format, so have a chief medical and have him be a secondary medical that can deal with more rough and tumble stuff. Yes, Trek Culture. Very light. Which works in abstract, but it kind of gets lost in the sets.
It feels like McCoy's uniform that's very similar. It's a different blue than his standard uniform blue. So, yeah, no problem with that at all. But I do like the black collar on this, even though ironically, as you saw with the original Dr. Mbenga from TOS, the collar is not black on his. He's got a black shirt underneath. But when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Even though it shouldn't actually be black on this one, but that's okay. No problem.
They've done some reversals, Stuart.
Yeah.
But it also shows how good a collar could look. So it's kind of interesting within itself.
Yeah. Mbenga will be like Hugh in Discovery, says Sean O'Neill. Yeah, I mean, Hugh's not the chief medical officer either.
Treat him like he is, though.
Yeah, I think it's the lady on the ship, but
Well,
they sure treat him like it is.
I mean, I know I got in trouble once from a fan saying, that's not the chief. It's like, well, why would they not have shown us a chief yet after 3 years, going through time? Like, well, who's been assigned once they went through time? Someone's assigned chief engineer. I mean, Tilly gives everyone assignment, so of course she's chief engineer, chief medical.
Yeah. You know? And Anton Smith says Mbenga as CMO would be terrific. It would be until when Kirk takes over, Kirk says, screw you, I want McCoy as my CMO. Yep. You're getting demoted. That's really bad for the character.
Yep.
So I don't want him to be this chief medical officer.
Especially if we're like 4 seasons of we love this character. And it's like, well, now, and unfortunately people say, oh, now the white guy takes over. And it's like, well, no.
Oh, that's
no.
harsh.
It's like, well, no, it's the canon. What do you want from us? Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't, Now, I could see it being that maybe he like has a really hard time of it and then says, I just want a less intense job. Just like Mariner.
I want to be a doctor, but just be a doctor and not have all the paperwork and all the
Totally valid. That could be kind of fun actually. The stresses of being a medical officer and chief medical officer. I mean, Kirk, Admiral, didn't like the desk. Not everyone wants to be the boss as well. I could see it.
It's true.
Would not be against that at all.
But then we get a great thing. Bruce Horak as Hemmer. And he's the actor. Bruce Horak is legally blind. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean he's completely blind. It just means he's legally blind is still
definitionally visually impaired.
Yes, and you can tell by his one eye at least that there's something going on there. So the fact that they have him playing a blind, I forget the name of the. It's not an Andorian. It's one of the moons of Andoria.
Arena, something like that.
Aryan or something. No, not Aryan. God damn, that's awful.
I mean, he is white and he is blonde, very, very light blonde.
Jesus Christ. No. You know what I mean.
You guys will tell us. We could Google it.
Sylvia told me earlier today, and I'm like, ooh, that's impressive. You know that.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what it's called.
I think he's talking to Uhura as well. Because that would make sense. No,
and anyway, they're telepathic, so I mean, this is like the Troy analog almost as well.
That's why. Although he's in engineering, I guess. Because you wouldn't want a blind security officer. I'll say that. No offense, but let's be real. However, blind engineering officer who can hear the hum of the engine. Do you remember that one time Captain Picard had them realign the warp whatever. No, the view screen. 'Cause
Anar.
there you go.
Yeah, thank you, guys. See, you guys, this chat saves the day all the time.
Well,
Thank you.
they just googled it too. You know they did. No, Captain Picard managed to realign the torque sensors because here they were out of alignment. So if his senses of hearing are extremely good, then being an engineer, totally cool. And I would love that as a caveat. He's in the engineering room and he shouts to whoever the chief engineer is saying, "Commander, I can hear the is out of alignment, you know, whatever." And he's like, "Thanks, Hemmer." Interesting name.
Jonathan Davies. The chat sounds like a police car going by. Anar.
Oh, you guys are children. It's amazing.
Oh my god. Okay, before we move on though, real quick, 200 people here with 190
Fantastic.
likes. 10 of you haven't hit the like button. Hit that like button.
How is
Let's
that
get to
possible?
200 likes. I know, right?
Goodness.
Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 200. Easily doable.
Is it?
And make sure you're
Stuart?
subscribed as well. Sorry.
Is it super easy? Barely a
It's
trek
barely
convenience.
inconvenience. Yeah.
I think it really is. Let's be honest.
He is a navigator, says Mr. Trent.
Oh, I mean like having a braille controls?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, space charts. But oh, good makeup. Very
Great.
skeletonly. He doesn't look healthy, but
Skeletal, yeah.
why would he? Very full on. Good, yeah. I mean, it's an extremely organic wearing a blind officer. That's how you do it, you know? Boom. Done. Great.
And Kano puts in, or he says, sorry, I forgot to hit like, I forgot to press like fixed. And we got over 200 now, so thank you so much,
Fantastic.
everybody that hit that like button.
And 50 more bucks before the end would be perfect, and
Yes.
however many likes, so 50 more would be great as we sort of start into content. But then the first next lady, Christina, is a Noonien Singh. Oh my
And-
god.
A Lon Noonien Singh, so it sounds like Han.
And
Lon Noonien Singh.
we're gonna get the yell. She's got a man who's interested, and they yell across the bar, "Lon!" Well,
And
at the sky.
I don't think we're going to go too much into this because we have a whole video coming out talking about the possibilities for her. But I mean, if you guys want us to, we can talk about it. But
I mean, if that one we have graphics as well, as we tend to do.
yeah, Captain Chili Bina puts in $5.
Thank you.
Just got here late again and just hit like. Well, thank you so much. Good to see you, Captain Chili Bina.
Late. But no, it's fine. But this was exciting. You know, okay, not in exactly the same context, but it almost is like having a new. You know, Michael Burnham is Spock's sister. Like, that's that level of retcon conceptually. It's like, ooh, but this one doesn't feel as frustrating. You know, this one has a certain chant of, okay, I guess they have a plan.
But is Khan even going to be mentioned? Because, like I said, I mean, Spock would be aware of when Space Seed happens. They're like, this would probably come up. Just saying. Yeah, under Pike, I used to serve with another Noonien thing. She was great, even though, you know, whatever. I don't know. Something would have been said, but anyway.
No, for sure, you would think something, but then
unless he gets his memory wiped or it gets redacted and he can't talk about it, just like Discovery and his sister. Like, what?
Yeah, best they stop retconning 50-year-old TV shows. But it's no, so many story potentials, and I'm actually all for this, with the full benefit of the doubt that they're going to do it justice. Ironically, they can't do as much with it because the concept itself is sort of one note, but that's why it's really a fresh slate. It might just be a jumping off point for her own story. Her being a Noonien Singh is almost irrelevant. I think it's just going to play out as she has like 13% more strength. That's it. Because it's, you know, 10 generations, no, less than that, like 8 generations from being the spawn of a super soldier's DNA, and the benefits of since generation upon generation diminished. So yes, she's stronger, but not in a way that creates a real problem, but allows her to solve certain situations, and that I think is fine. You know, that could be fun.
Mm-hmm. BJ Tehran throws in $5. Will there be more Gilbert and Sullivan light operas from #1?
Ooh.
Probably. I mean, I could imagine a scene opening with in her quarters, her listening to it, perhaps, and maybe kind of humming along. But yeah,
Just best
I'm
not
sure
have
there's
Spock
gonna be
sing.
some reference to it. Yeah.
Don't need Spock singing. Yeah, that's the thing though. Literally everything you do with the character's character growth, because there's a little character to begin with. So yeah.
Yeah. And Peter Lukaku just puts in $5. So thank you so much. Is going to have homicidal tendencies she needs to repress. I mean, maybe feel superior to everybody else.
Problem with that though is that is just Khan's MO.
Yeah.
And that's again a semi one note. Not even problem. Is the message going to be, yes, we have to, even though you've been this way your entire life, we're going to spend the season trying to find a way to make you less violent? That doesn't really sound very nice, let alone interesting.
Mm-hmm. And in the chat, there's a whole bunch of, hey, can you open this can of pickles jokes for me?
See, they...
yeah, and I said that during our video that we did as well, which is kind of funny. So
it does feel oddly... Well, and it's amazing because you've also had the not Yaphet.
Yeah.
So they feel like they're almost pulling a little bit of Orvillean. But hey, it worked for Orville.
Orvillean shenanigans.
Yeah, the lady who's doesn't look as powerful and as the most powerful one there. Wasn't Alara stronger than the dude? Yeah, she was.
Then Bortus?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. I've surprisingly pure gimme good stories.
Ensign Ricky is here with $5. Thank you, Ensign Ricky, guys. Was our very first super chat on ever. So thank you very much for joining us, Ensign Ricky. Hey guys, hope all is well. I'm on vacation in Chicago, and I liked some of the choices Strange New Worlds went with. Cast looks solid. Holy canon callback, Batman. Yeah, and I'm sure they even said in the panel on Star Trek Day that there's going to be more legacy characters popping up. So lots to look forward to for sure.
Although Dan says maybe Noonien saying it's just the same name but no connection. Well, maybe, but that's like saying I went to school with someone called Bethany Hitler, no relation. It doesn't matter. You're going to have some baggage with that, and maybe people are going to have some problems because Khan Noonien Singh was a tyrant, dictator, and horrible all-round guy similar to Hitler. So there aren't many Hitlers around, and if there were, I think people would, even if you don't want to be too mean, have some thoughts. So. Yeah.
And Pumpkin Spice asks, "What's with the pickle joke?" It's from Orville. Laura, who was from a planet that had denser gravity, was had a security, and every time he needed a door or something open, Captain Mercer, he'd say, "Mind opening this jar of pickles for me?" And she'd bang it down. So that's what that's about. It's just kind of you're just stronger than me joke.
Mm-hmm. But Stuart, I'm really eager to hear your thoughts on Melissa Navi as Erica Ortigas. Stuart, what do you think?
I have no thoughts. I mean, she, like I said, she reminds me of the chick from Aliens.
I knew it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Rodriguez.
No, doesn't remember it now. Isn't that sad? Vasquez. Yeah.
Yeah, Vasquez from Aliens. Actually, she reminds me of the tough security officer kind of character. And that's cool. I mean, it looks like she's sitting in the navigation seat though, because you can see the viewfinder thing on the side there, unless that's a camera, which it's probably not. And just with the positioning with Pike where he is, I think she's in the navigator seat. Maybe. There you go. Yeah. She's in this position.
Number 1 was in this position in the Discovery episode, I believe.
Yeah.
But she's whichever. But yeah, looks good in uniform. I mean, there's very little to say, obviously. But I like, obviously they're playing the behind the scenes for us to like the actress. She had a certain charm that felt quite light and relatable. So hopefully she's not going to be just a sort of generic-y classic hard-ass character. It'd be kind of fun then if, just like with Prodigy, you've got a big giant rock monster who's actually literally a child, woman, girl, chill, unlike no violence or character. So this person looks kind of more beefy, more macho, like I gotta punch you like Vasquez, but is actually like the sweetest, like kind of like Tasha is occasionally.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the new Tasha Yar, but not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking of the joke from Aliens. Bill Pullman's character, or Bill Paxton's character, is like, "Have you ever been mistaken for a man? No. Have you?" Sorry, that's just always cracks me up.
Man, when that film comes out on 4K, I'm gonna, the things I'll do to that 4K.
Lather your body in baby oil and just go to town, eh? Ryan Howe.
It's sad how much he knows me. Puts
in $5. How much you want to bet Lon is involved with Section 31 in a similar manner and Into Darkness? Oh my Christ! Now that you said that, it's like, yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, I wouldn't have bet that, but it's interesting.
I wouldn't have even thought it till you said it, and now it's like, I don't want that connection.
I mean, I don't know. The problem with the idea of the fan backlash with Section 31 is that what if they really like Section 31, then it's sort of irrelevant. They'll do their own thing. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. The Ronin, though, $5. So thank you so much. I'm waiting for the fandom menace clickbait promising that Kurtzman was fired for messing up Andorians. Yeah, exactly.
Them and their videos.
We're coming to an end of this live, though, guys, and I want to point out that the super chats have been great, the likes have been great, but honestly, we got the last super chat slot as well, which is right now the Ronin. Well, right now it's actually General Grievous, but another $20 would be fantastic to end out. So if possible, please do that. 5, 10, whatever, and don't forget the last super chat slots there. General Grievous likes to have that slot, so if you guys want to start sniping at General Grievous because he's Star Wars, by all means, take your shot. He just put in $2 and says, "Easy, Samuel. This is a family show." Oh my.
Well. Yeah, because General Grievous likes to win because he never won that fight. So
now here's the thing that's bothering me, and Feed Me Seymour said this earlier on in the chat. She is a Betazoid, and he's yelling it. She's not, though. I mean, if you actually freeze the frame and zoom in, her eyes are not black; they're brown.
Yeah, you can see pupils.
Everybody's saying because her eyes are black, she's a Betazoid. I bet you she's not.
I mean,
I'll bet you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see.
Because if you zoom in, there's dark brown eyes.
Although weird, there's 3 box lights in her vision. It's always one of the things you see on like a green screen soundstage because they don't put the money in to replace the irises of your eye, and so it's like on an alien planet, why is there a light there that's a oval? And so in fan films, we've got so many lights. It's like, yeah, there's a light in the iris. Okay, sorry. What am I going to do about that?
The Ronin throws in $6. Grievous, we meet again. Peter Lacaco puts in $5. Early snipe.
Ooh.
Hoping for that last super chat slot. But then Fleet Paw Swiftback is here and he throws in $5. Oh man, we're ending. What the F? I thought we were going to go for a little while longer. Adds Grievous head to his enemy head collection. Ooh, see, now it's on. Now we got that battle for the last super chat slot going on. Well, General Grievous just sniping in at $1 right now, so great way to end out.
Well, one of the ways of working out where we are in the live is how much of the trailer is there left to do. That's always a good way of saying, are we nearly done yet? No, yes. Well, how much trailer?
We are. I like the end scene as well with the Strange New Worlds logo with the command star in the O. I think that looks great. And it's got the TOS font to it, so
it does remind me of TOS, and that's actually quite impressive because they don't always. No, I thought it was a very good looking. Because we hadn't really got official tile cards, so I'm perfectly happy with that one.
And Captain Chili Beana throws in $5.
Thank you.
It'd be weird if she was Beta Z or Betazoid, and then they'd have the telepathic Andorian. Seems like a telepathic overkill. Look, they'd make a great team though, for away missions where they could communicate to each other, with silently. That'd be awesome. But
So maybe they're going to say, well, we didn't use Troy and TNG. Let's make up for it with 2 telepathic people in our show. And it's like, what? What?
Mark Philippe puts in $2 and says, "Hello there." Ryan Howe puts in $2. Here's an idea. Will we see Luoxana Troy as a child? No.
I mean, you could, but that'd have to be a real story. Although, just a Beta Z story. We've never seen Beta Zs in this era, so just going to their world and what's it like could be interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matt Boardman snipes in
with
$1.
You know what it'd have to be? It'd have to be one of the 2 actresses that play the 2 Majel Roddenberry characters. It'd have to be.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Or a 3rd actress, and then you have a scene where Chapel's talking to number 1, told to Roxana as a child. And it's like...
And then the computer interrupts them.
Yes!
What? Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
General Grievous.
It'd be rubbish, but it'd be amazing. Like, that's great. Sorry, hello.
That's all right. General Grievous puts in $2 for that last super chat slot.
Ooh.
General Kenobi. And then Fleetpaw Swiftback throws in $2. So uncivilized. Here we've degraded now into a Star Wars super chat war.
It was only a matter of time.
General Grievous, $2. You are a bold one.
It's amazing how instantly Star Wars can rear its ugly head.
Oof. Oh.
Everyone loves Star Wars.
It's true. But no, that was our look at the announcement here of the characters and crew or cast. And
although, you know what? I'm going to release this tomorrow, but for $25 more, which Stuart isn't a lot in the grand scheme. If you can, I will show a brand new. They're already getting some. Basically, I'm doing an Indiegogo update video tomorrow. And I did my video, I did my green screen, I did my compositing, I did me on a set. It's a brand new set we haven't really seen before. So it'll be a reveal of a set and how it looks. It's not even been announced as a Trek short, so if anyone wants to give sort of 25 for a bonus reveal, or 20, I guess 120, we've already got a few other ones, but I mean, it'd be fun to see what you guys think, because, a bit of a, you guys are my Trekyards family, you see it before I go live with it on...
But we might have new people here, by the way, so you might want to explain what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, I do a collection of Star Trek fan films. I made one years ago. I'm involved in dozens of other ones, give or take, doing visual effects, but now I'm starting doing my own ones again. I've got at least 5 in production. Wink. Wink. Slightly more than 5. But, I'm doing an update tomorrow. I try and do high-end visual effects when I can, and this is a nice little... show-off moment, but I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Obviously, I will post the video and people will watch it, but to get a live feedback would be kind of cool. What you guys think of my new set and how it looks. If anyone wants to see a bit of classic Trek and judge my skills, then $20 and I will throw that on the chat. I'd love to see what you guys think. And Stuart hasn't seen it yet. I almost sent to Stuart. Almost did. And then I was like, nah. So.
Well, let's get to the super chats that we do have here.
Yes.
The Doctor, $5.
Thank you.
Gotta wonder if they will use this space, the Final Frontier by Anson Pike. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, honestly. They want to invoke that TOS feel, so.
And him saying it would certainly be interesting.
Peter Lakako puts in $5.
Thank you.
It's safe to be cautiously optimistic. Maybe this is the show we are waiting for. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fleetpaw puts in $2 and says, punch it. Sergeant Montgomery says, no, with $2. General Grievous with $2. It's weird, like Samuel's taste in pizza.
Delicious.
Fleetpaw puts in $2 in the middle of my backswing.
That's a Stargate joke.
And Mark Lawrence throws in $5. Welcome, President Lawrence. And a 5 for you guys. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
And I'll call that 5 towards the 20. So if you want to see a brand new Trek short set, $15 more and I will show it off. I'm pretty excited. See what Stuart thinks at the very least. So, and even just 5 for that super chat slot is the same thing. Just 15 more, get us over a hurdle. and it'll be fun to see what you guys think, because I'm pretty proud of this one, and my aim with it was to, it's an update, not about me, just about the project, and so to be able to put us on a set that is iconic, and yet we're not doing an angle that's iconic. We're left thinking, oh, that was an interesting choice, because when you have all the sets ready to go at your disposal, you can do any angle. Ha 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 ha. So yeah.
General Grievous, $2. You're no Colonel O'Neill.
Huh.
With 2 or 2 is Fleet Pod.
It means 1 or 2 L's.
Oh, with 1 or 2 L's. Yeah, I gotcha.
So that's $15 left, and I will show the image. So I want to show Stuart. I've got it lined up. It's right. Stuart, I'm looking at it right now. I can see it.
So just send it to me.
Oh no, because you're going to see it with them live.
I don't want to see it live. I don't want my reaction on live. We always do this. It's like,
or,
what's your reaction to this?
Or do I have to send to Stuart to get his pre-reaction and then get your live reaction?
Mark throws in $20. What the heck? And Fleetpaw throws in $2. He's got no sense of humor. All right, show it off. Oh, Philip Ingram also throws in €20. Damn. Stop teasing Commander and send, please. I think those two probably sent at the same time.
Which is amazing.
I feel kind of bad about that, but anyway, just show off your shit. Let's go.
And also, Laris just rapped on Star Trek Picard Season 2 today. Posted on Twitter. So, that's interesting. But, moving forward. Okay, there we go. Right. Take a look. This is me, obviously, doing some, yeah, here I am. Take a look. Let me know what you guys think of my compositing and my rendering and just the quality overall. And I apologize slightly for the compression on YouTube, but put it on high resolution and have a look. Did this today. Let us know. What do you think?
Looks good. Looks really good. I don't know what else to say. It looks fantastic.
Why does it look fantastic?
It's what I'm used to, so good job.
But like, why do you think it looks? What have I done right, do you think?
I don't know. The lighting. I don't know. It just looks great.
Okay.
Stop doing that. Sergeant Montgomery, $4. Show your ship. I don't know. It looks fine. It looks good. I don't know what else to say.
That's fine. I'm almost my harshest critic, but if this was a shot from the show, or does it look too digital to be a shot from the show?
It still has a little bit of a digital tad to it, but I think it's just because it's a darker lit bridge than what we see generally in the show. But that's my take on it. Plus, I know it's digital, and that's one of the things.
Yep.
You need to kind of show somebody that might not know that, and then see what they think. But
yeah,
still really great. Like,
thanks.
And your shirt's fantastic. You can buy that shirt at the TeePublic store. Link in the description down below.
Yeah, it was very much a case of, ooh, I can do my double pimping the projects here. Ha 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 ha. And it's actually really good shirts. Like, legitimately, that store does great quality shirts. So, very comfortable, very worth wearing. Trek Culture, good Ultra Key, thank you. Yes, I certainly do try. Although for this one, I just lit it flat because I didn't know where I was going to put myself. Obviously, if I was in like I did with the Voyager one for the Trek Culture video, in fact, I did a very harsh lighting and then matched that in post, so it felt more in line. This is more just lit and then lit, but the TNG set is very flatly lit, so you know what I mean. Like, it's not directly in the set, but the set is very bright and I am very bright, etc. But yeah, and I had yet to reveal the Enterprise D bridge, because if you read the 5 Indiegogo stories, it's not any of those. Then why did I make it, Stuart? Why did I do that?
I have no idea.
I know. Exactly.
Peter Lakako, though, $5. What meal did Matt Boardman send you the other night, Cap? He sent me two McDoubles and a medium fry.
Got
But
more free
he
food?
knew that was wrong. His son was actually ordering it. It's supposed to be double cheeseburgers because McDoubles are not as good as double cheeseburgers. The cheese to patio ratio just isn't correct. But I still appreciative of it anyway. That was a fantastic. So, and a Coke. He sent me a Coke too. Because that's the way it works. So thank you so much, Matt. Thank you, Peter, for asking. But yeah, I don't care if McDoubles are cheaper. If anybody tells you they're the same as a double cheeseburger, they're a liar. The cheese ratio is not right. It doesn't taste the same at all. Facts. Yeah, so I don't know what the your Galaxy class bridge is for, but I mean, always excited to see new stuff.
Yes.
So right now, Peter has the last super chat slot, which is great. 123 or 223 likes. Sorry, 2 more likes to get to 225 would be great. If 2 more people could hit that like button. And Peter,
if you like the picture I'm showing, you know, you could like.
And
for
Peter,
that.
you might be the last super chat slot. So.
I felt bad. Current parts of your message above. Yeah, I know. I put an entire day into that, literally an entire working day into that video clip. It did not need that, but I did. I'm the only one that did to that level. I'm happy about that. But at least you kept in my shift of uniform, because that was a deliberate thing I did, obviously, which was fun.
And Sergeant Montgomery says that shirt looks good in burgundy. Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah. General Grievous throws in $1 with the last super chat slot, but then gets sniped out again by Fleet Paw with $2. Not anymore. And then Sergeant Montgomery snipes in with $1. And Area 51, $5. Goddamn. Or do I have the last slot? Well, right now, Area 51, you do have the last slot. Yes.
This is great, Stuart. And my face is on the show. Twice. It's always. Our logo is on the show twice. You know. This episode sponsored by Trekyards, sponsored by me, being sponsored by you, being sponsored by me. You know, it's being sponsored by T-Public. It's a very convoluted sponsorship. It's not a video.
Explanatory lies says, can you play the video? Well, Sergeant Montgomery, $1. General Grievous, $2. Not today, Satan. Not today. At Fleet Paw, LOL. Fleet Paw throws in $2. I will not be denied. Sergeant Montgomery throws in $1. Wow.
And Trekyards. Yes, Trekyards. I felt very. You gave me a good spot. Don't worry. Happy to be in there. Ask us again. You know, I think Stuart was second after the main person. Stuart was right there.
I was first. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Pride of place.
It was my K7 joke. It was my K.
Yeah.
They asked me to come up with my favorite episode. I said K. Might take 7 minutes. I forget my joke, but anyway, it was fun. It was funny. I got a badoon.
Stuart was right there. Trekyardsing the way, but briefly, I'll tease this short a little bit. It's not a mini short. It's not a full length short. It's something. It's as long as it's going to be. So it might be a full short. We'll see. It's got multiple actors in.
General Grievous, $1.
Multiple TNG elements. We are having someone in America guest star in it in makeup. We'll see how that. Good. Okay. We'll see how elaborate. I guess I may tell you things. I don't know. I actually just got. Speaking, I just got my modeler sending pictures of another set we need for it. Work in progress. Yeah. And
Trek Culture says Stuart still has the best cameo in the motion picture list. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Fleet Paw's fifth back, $2. Mine. Snipe. General Grievous, $1. Damn. Anton Smith, $1. You guys are crazy, just for the record. We love our community.
Yeah.
We all just hang out and get along, and it's great. Fleet Paw says I'm out of money. I mean, I'm not laughing at you, but that's funny for General Grievous's sake, I guess.
Oh my god, that could be the ultimate last super chat is who runs out of money. Oh god. That's a bad
Right
precedent.
now in town, Smith has it.
Oh God.
He didn't even get the last super chat slot with that.
Although, okay, now I'm not saying you should do this, right?
Sergeant Montgomery, $1. I'm gonna keep calling them out because they're like bullets. You can't stop them.
What would happen if if all 146 of you put in $1 or 99 cents? Like, what would that do to the chat?
We would get $146. That's a
Well, YouTube.
It's a bad way of saying about. Well, we wouldn't.
We
would
wouldn't.
get maybe $100 out of that.
Maybe, probably like 80 or something. Yeah, but like that would surely just like wreck the chat. Yeah.
Jonathan C, $5. Snipey.
Snipey,
That's
no
an
likey.
expensive. It's an expensive snipe.
Oh, we do
But,
accept Monopoly Cash. We do.
Yeah. In the form of a super chat.
Yeah, you pay your.
I mean, it's Monopoly colored. The super chat
That's
colors.
true.
So, Sergeant
God.
Montgomery, $5. Trekyards forever.
Well, it has been how many years now?
General Grievous, $2. I have not run out of victories. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, he has a super chat for every lightsaber he has. So there's a lot. Every super chat is a Jedi is killed, and he's having to kill Jedi's every time he uses a new super chat. He's a vicious bastard.
The only way to actually win a snipe war is with a red super chat. It's like a red lightsaber, a red kyber crystal.
Oh, Stuart's face.
You give us a red super chat, and yeah, you will win. I guarantee.
Oh, that's a tease. I think it's probably good. I mean,
Matt Boardman, $1.
you know what? We'll do the thing we used to do because it's fair. It's fair.
Peter.
We'll do the timer.
Yeah, the countdown timer.
Yeah.
Peter Lakako, $5. In the famous words of Britney Spears, "Whoops, I did it again."
Okay.
Captain Chilibina, $1.
Okay. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. We're eBay ruling this, right? Stop. It's gonna be a 2-minute timer, and whoever wins at the end of the timer wins. Right? So everyone stop. We're gonna play chicken here. Right?
We're not going to say anything. We're just going to read out the snipes, and then we're going to say our closings as the timer counts down.
Yeah. So stop. Breathe. Put the wallet down. Starting now, right. Stuart, the live is going to end in 1 minute and 57 seconds. But keep in mind that the live is on a 10-second delay. Just so you guys know, so if you... so a little bit of time travel there. Okay. Stuart, this was fun. Thanks for being here on a Sunday of all goddamn days. We don't do big weekend ones, but this was fun. This was nice. This was obviously what I was looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. And it was really good. I mean, we got a lot of information out there for you guys, and hopefully you really enjoyed it. So, and keep in mind there will be bite-sized versions of what we just talked about coming out over the next little while. So.
And since those ones were filmed the first time we looked at these things, our direct reactions of the comparisons are there. As this, we were discussing it more. Well, we can see them in our heads, but in that one, we're like, oh, it is this uniform. Oh, it does look like that, etc., etc. So those are going to be, and we've already done a couple, and there's more to come. Always going to be fun. But no, it's nice. It's trying to give me good vibes, and I like good vibes. But we're going to be at 54 seconds in my timeline. So I'm looking at the live, we are 20 seconds out. So that's going to be interesting. So when I say 30 seconds, you actually have 10 seconds. Oh dear. Well, I didn't...
the way. Yes.
I mean, I bet there's like 20 people just waiting on their phones, like eBaying it.
Oh, we got a new channel member. General Grievous has joined the channel at the rank of captain.
Oh.
So he's Captain Grievous now.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Grievous.
Captain.
Welcome.
And now he will have the last channel membership. So we have 16 seconds. So at the very least, he basically...
That's clever. That's clever.
Very
That
last.
is clever. He's going to have the last something.
10, 9, 8...
He's Commander Cockings,
He's
everybody.
Foley. 5,
Captain Foley.
4,
Team Trekyards.
3,
Subscribe,
2,
like, go the whole
1.